York Congressman George Santos, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, has been arrested on 13 counts of fraud and money laundering. The Washington Post reports that the charges include, quote, defrauding his donors, using their money for his personal benefit, and wrongly claiming unemployment benefits. So that's the charges against George Santos. Now here's my thing. Could Mr. Santos very well be guilty of this? Perhaps. He also might not be, but regardless, what I will say about this, and the reason why I'm so dismissive of the situation, is because it's obviously a witch hunt. We know this is obviously a witch hunt, and it's not that I am in favor of immorality in politics. I'm not in favor of immorality in general. What I'm tired of is the selective outrage, right? I am so tired of being lectured about morality from a political class that has none, right? So do I necessarily endorse the fact that George Santos lied his way to Congress? No. I mean, it is kind of funny. You got to admit that. It is pretty funny. It's a meme, okay? He's a meme. But still, I'm not going to listen to our political class give me a moral lecture about what? Lying on a political campaign? Hey, Nancy Pelosi is accusing George Santos of lying on a political campaign. Seriously, give me a break. And even on the front of the money laundering and fraud, we're going to be lectured about that by prosecutors who work for this administration, right? Agents of the Biden family are going to lecture us about money laundering and fraud, right? We know what Biden is up to here, and we know what he gets away with. And, even the accusations specifically regarding, quote, defrauding his donors, again, quoting from the Washington Post here, defrauding his donors, using their money for his personal benefit, and wrongly claiming unemployment benefits. You mean to tell me that the establishment politicians who are fueling the witch hunt against George Santos don't misuse donor money in shady ways all the time? Okay? Look at any establishment politician. What are they spending the donor monies on? Where are they going out to eat? You'll find the exact same patterns. You'll probably find much worse patterns, to tell you the truth, right? And then on the point of wrongly claiming unemployment benefits, you mean to tell me that 50% of the Democrat constituency is not also filing fake unemployment claims? I mean, we know the type of people who vote for Democrats after all. So what it is, personally, again, I'm not saying I endorse George Santos. Again, it is funny, but I'm not saying I endorse George Santos going around and lying to everyone and whatnot. But I'm tired of being gaslit by these people, right? I'm tired of them standing up on their moral high horse and then suddenly acting like I have to care about this, right? Suddenly these people, they care about personal morality when it comes to a conservative Republican. It is pretentious. It is obnoxious. We know what the establishment gets up to, so why should I care that George Santos trolled his way to Congress in an epic meme fashion, right? Again, not going to receive moral lectures from immoral people. And that's why I refuse to throw George Santos under the bus, okay? It's not because I endorse, all the memeing, okay? But I'm not going to join in this fake moral outrage mob because I understand who is astroturfing it, right? You need to understand that. Where is this coming from? Why is this being brought up? And they do this all the time. They try to bring up people's dirty laundry to get conservatives to denounce other actual conservatives. So, you need to denounce George Santos, who's actually had a pretty solid voting record in Congress. In terms of Congress, he's actually been one of the most conservative Republicans, right? But, denounce George Santos. You need to denounce Madison Cawthorn, denounce Matt Gaetz, denounce Donald Trump, right? And they'll try to fling all this mud. Half of the time it's bogus. But, it's like, no, how about I will not do that, right? Not because I endorse every aspect of these people's personal lives, but because I'm not going to sit here and join in your moral witch hunt when we know where all of this is coming from, You people are all guilty of worse, much worse than George Santos. This is a known fact. We know this is all projection. We understand this. That's not a groundbreaking take. We all understand. It's a two-tiered system. And we know that the only reason you're airing their dirty laundry is because they're a threat or they're speaking up against you politically. We know for a fact they have so much blackmail. The political class, DC, the amount of blackmail on all these different people that is out there, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. But we can imagine, right? We can imagine. But it's only when someone comes along and tries to speak truth to power that people will bring up oh, well, they did this or they did that. And again, if this were a truly honest political system, maybe I would stop and say, oh, well, maybe that shouldn't. But again, why should I accept any of the moral premises of these people? Why should I be lectured by the same political class who nominated Hillary Clinton, has an actual money laundering fraudulent family in the White House right now? Give me a break, right? And so, and by the way, even on the topic of, I don't know if George Santos is guilty of this or not. It could very well come out that, it ends up being a nothing burger, which would not surprise me. But even if, let's say he was, using donor money to eat at 5-star hotels, you mean to tell me that the people bringing these charges have not done far worse with donor money, right? What have the elites done for decades? They have lied and gaslit their way to power in the name of democracy. They themselves have been the complete power-hungry sociopaths. And so, again, I'm not endorsing it, but am I particularly going to stand up here and pretend to fake this moral outrage when one conservative guy says, well, this is what they've been doing for so many decades. Why don't I use these rules to not only advance my ends, but advance conservative ends and kind of just meme this whole ridiculous and stupid political system to its extreme? And suddenly, all of these self-serious liars are like, no, the guy lied, the guy did fraud, no. It's ridiculous. So you know what? I will say it. Let me say it. On the record, I stand with George Santos, okay? Free our boy George Santos. George Santos, unironically, the most honest man in American politics, a true force of moral integrity, okay? He is. At least compared to everyone else, he is. So free our boy George Santos. He ain't do nothing. I am yet to see ample evidence that he do nothing. So, I will stick up for George Santos in this situation. He could be in the total wrong. He could. I would still look at it and say it's a selective witch hunt, and you should be frying the way bigger fish. Okay? And so this is kind of just in reality how I feel about the whole situation. Hey guys, Vince Dao here. Hope you enjoyed that clip from the Vince Dao show. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And be sure to check out the Vince Dao show live every weeknight here on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is a great show. Many are saying this. So leave a like, check out our other clips, and be sure to check out the show. Yeah. God bless.